You also have under 21 over there?
Under 21s over there, and it's a good feeling. It looks fantastic. We're having a good time over here with netballing. It's a good look. And where else can you have electric slide, palm trees, and netball?
There you go.
So is the BAA, is Northfield in danger of losing you guys?
With this sort of atmosphere out there with me, I would have to think so. They have to step the game up.
This is the last quarter of game one of the 3-game series. Make sure you guys come out all 3 nights. The next 2 nights, you're going to be here to continue to show your support.
Bermuda looks to be going out with the exact same team. In the first quarter, we haven't made any substitutions.
Okay.
And rightly so.
Start of the fourth quarter. Vincent Company and Gina Benjamin, head coach of Bermuda under 21 team, bringing you live coverage, commentary of this Atlantic Cup game as the ref. And this one's another shot, and that one's nailed that time.
First one was a
as
warm-up.
The energy is fantastic. Yes, I tell you. Bermuda continues to cut in this lead, and Asante again, they're providing much pressure to Wolf. Richardson, energy's good here. These ladies are eager, and this one gets to McLaughlin, and just at the end, Marissa gets in there and makes it difficult for her. This ball's worked out. Asante absolutely.
Right now we have Ebony being the orchestrator in the attack. She's really taking advantage of her speed.
That looks good. She can't be that long. I was just thinking, ref, you got to blow her for something. Danielle, you know what she does with the ball. She puts it in.
There you go.
As we have Bermuda getting back at that Canada lead, 29-42.
That time right there, we had both the umpires calling breaking. The umpire that took the advantage would be the umpire that's closest to us. So it was a call against Bermuda. It's great interception by Nina, but she also got booked for contact.
Wow. Absolutely enjoying this so far. The energy, the work rate. Bermuda has been very positive these last 2 quarters, as we have 12, just over 12 minutes left.
From the wing attack of Canada.
That Wolf, yeah, I must say that
quick pass.
Yes, that decision making, those quick give and goes are just giving Canada a bit more freedom, and it'd be nice to see if Bermuda can adapt that further on in this tournament going forward. Make that a part of the game. Very good pass.
That's a good cut in front by Ebony. And that's her shot.
She's not scared to shoot.
There you go.
You said it, Gina. You know these girls as good as anybody. And she nailed that jumper to bring it to score to 30-44. And I just don't like it when she gets the ball.
Sleeping that
yes.
All right, defense, guys.
Defense probably just getting a little bit tired. A lot of exertion of energy in these first 2 quarters.
It's a good turn in the air by
Dominique.
Very
good, yeah, very good move by Richardson.
Oh, an unfortunate throw away just now.
Just the pass wasn't as equal to the catch.
You knew it wasn't.
We'll just hope that sometimes the adrenaline, yes, Benson and Wolf and McLaughlin found. But I tell you, McLaughlin hasn't looked settled since.
Not since she's been getting that bump by Marissa.
No, she has. Marissa has entered the game and pretty much ended the holiday atmosphere for her Bermuda trip.
We have to realize Marissa was also at one time the captain of the Bermuda national basketball team as well. So she knows how to put that aggressive foot forward as well.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Communication breaking down slightly for Bermuda. That's a great pass. And way to get aggressive, Danielle. So
And the ref makes a call, and this ball is going to be picked up by Allen, and Allen's going to be looking for Benz. Benz gets a little bit of heat from Dominic, and the ref doesn't like that. Allen sends this one forward to Benz.
Just when our attack is picking up, our defense might be getting a bit tired.
Yes,
to carry the weight for so long.
Yes, it's been. And Asante has done everything right since she's been on the field. She's constantly got a hand in a person's face. She's not letting a second go by without pressure or a contested shot. And it's been pretty good to watch her defensive energy in this game.
Yes.
Just some pretty lights out shooting by Nikki as she moves that, but it falls right to McLaughlin, who gets another rebound. And I was pretty
Slight push from Marissa.
I thought it was time for her appointment with the tarmac again. Yeah, Nikki drains that one, and Nikki will be a household name in Bermuda after today because she has drained shot after shot.
It will be a name that both the goalkeeper Webb and the goal defense Penguin would remember.
Oh, just has a shoe infraction, I believe you'll call that, as the Reebok or the Adidas footwear has. Is it Asics?
Yes.
Asics, the preferred netball football attire, just having a little malfunction, and we're all ready to play again.
That's just Ebony's running so fast she ran out of her shoes. That's
literally ran out of her shoes, and that's what it's going to take to keep up with this Canada team. I think the key differences so far has been just the absolute lights out shooting of this girl Nikki. Early out, I think Canada was a little bit more intense. Yeah, she hit that one from long range that time.
It's a bit deflating, so Bermuda's defense has to pick up their atmosphere, and that right there would do.
Super catch by Rayner.
Well done.
She controls and finishes. It's amazing to watch Danielle.
That's a nice tip by Asante.
It's amazing to watch Rayner. She goes from a lion to so angelic. Sets herself, and what a move! She is relentless, and Allen is getting her P's and her rights today down there in the goal scoring area. Have you ever left a netball game for like a scratch, a real serious scratch, or maybe a black eye?
I actually still have a bruise from last season on my leg from when someone kicked me. So I have left a netball game. I've had several sleeping since then, and I still have the bruise to show it. So.
Is there anything that when it gets real damp that bothers you? Any one of those type of injuries?
Actually, from netball, I did have my ACL repaired, so not only dampness, anything I do that's a little bit change of direction. Might have to remember that I don't have the greatest ACL left. Doesn't help the asphalt. That's why we want to move indoors. Asphalt's not very forgiving on your knees, knees and ankles.
Okay.
And Nina is an excellent reader for defense. She would sit down there and she would stalk her prey. She's like one of the Wolverine. That's if you haven't seen the movie, go out and watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Well, it's a animal-like atmosphere when you get down by this goal line. You've got Nina, you got Marissa. You got Asante, all doing fantastic work, reading the defense and putting energy and contesting everything from passes to bounce passes to shots, and just being a constant nuisance to the Canada team. And we can see what happens as the ref sees something he doesn't like.
It's unfortunate it's calling the ball back. We already had the ball in the circle in a perfect position to shoot.
That was referee Terrence Pete of Jamaica, who hasn't been shy to blow his whistle at all. That one goes off
the goal post and
it scores. Fantastic.
Another breaking call by Bermuda.
I think just a little bit of over eagerness, but it's good.
Could have been a slight push. You had to check the replay.
Yes, we would have to get back on that. And that's. I think she was trying to throw that ball back to Ontario.
Yes.
That one goes into the crowd, and that's going to be Bermuda's ball. Asante hugging the line, working the line. Dominique looks out, calls them in, but she sees a better option. Very good passing, very good movement.
That's a great pass.
Excellent pass, excellent movement. And Benz just makes an infraction, and Bermuda nails.
We have to capitalize on every single mistake that the other team makes in order for us to get this deficit a little bit.
Shouts of defense. And Nina is coming to life in the waning minutes of this game. She got just under 6 minutes left. And Bermuda has never played with more intensity this match. McLaughlin up high to receive it. What can she do with it?
Nothing at all.
She's definitely going cold. McLaughlin hasn't played the same, and I've been saying it for some time now. She hasn't played the same since Marissa has got down there and started being a nuisance. Webb, they've definitely caused her problems down there. She seems to like it until you start roughing her up a bit, and it gets a bit tough for her.
It also could be those spills on the asphalt as well. She could be starting to feel it.
That's true as well. Dominique jumping high, which has been her trademark.
That right there is a perfect. I tell you, we'll see one before the night's out.
That's the extra defender there. That's Bermuda Cedar for you. And Dominique catches this one and sends an awesome pass. Quick pass, and it's an infraction.
That's a great pass. That's what we're going to call it.
Seeing the low lob pass that time, and Danielle quick to adjust and send that one in. As Canada lead it now 52-34. And as we've had a change as Tom has come in for the Sandra Tom for Canada has come in. And Bermuda's defensive team continues, and they have a fantastic jersey for star emblem on it. As McLaughlin shoots and she scores, and that has to be a key. Boxing out will have to be taken to another level.
That's a good split coming into the circle.
Now, Gina, as you get towards the end of a netball game, what are some of the things going through your head?
Well, it depends on what the score is. If I'm down right now, looks like about, what's that, 5, 10, 18 points, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do now to adjust my game for the next one? That's what they should be thinking. Okay, we know what our best quarter was, which was the third quarter. What did we do well during that time, and how can we capitalize on it in the next game?
Yeah, because
what I most definitely have to stress is that at no point should we ever see anyone give up. They should always be thinking, I'm going to give you my all, 100% the entire time.
That's what these spectators will be banking on.
Most definitely.
It's the only way to make yourself proud. Well, I tell you, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
frustration right there.
But she's playing to the ends, and that's what I love.
And right now, at this point in game, this is where your country pride has to kick in. This is where it said, I'm doing it for Bermuda. And that's a great interception by Marissa. Unfortunately, no one had her back.
For the pass.
Well done. Defense now said, okay, we're going to show up, attack, show me what you got.
Bermuda has to feel good about the way the defense has come alive in this second half.
It's a great move by Dominique. And a good split.
Bermuda will have this shot. Allen tries to reach and become a nuisance. Rayner smacks pole and ball.
We have to capitalize if we're going to be a threat to Canada. We have to have those shots drop. Looks like we got a slight pull on our center.
Absolute intense this action here at the netball courts. Bermuda has done themselves very well in the second half.
And that's a great interception by Wainwright. Bragman.
I tell you, she's been both in her lifetime, so
yes.
Neither is truly totally inaccurate.
We saw just now where Danielle was wanting the ball. She put her hand up for it to say, "This is where I want it. Give me the ball."
McLaughlin fumbling the ball that time.
Looks like both teams is tiring a bit.
Marissa, Dominique, and this one into just a little bit too much air that time. But it's a foul all the same, and that's going to give Danielle the chance to score. We'll see what happens.
There we go.
Danielle has been lights out the second quarter.
Intensity has picked up 10 throws for Bermuda.
I must say, let's see how strong Bermuda can finish as we're down to 30 seconds and counting of the first of the Atlantic Cup between Bermuda and Canada.
It's pressure time right now.
And it's just a slight mental area, fatigue. At 17 seconds on the clock after this inbound, as Canada look like they're going to walk out here for first game win, but plenty to think about after this match. And Nikki waits to the last seconds to miss a shot. And that's the end of the first game of this Atlantic Cup. It finishes up 54 Canada, 37 Bermuda.
54 to Bermuda's 37.
You were a mile perfect, the assistant coach?
Just want to big up the sponsors, Women, Velco, Department of Tourism, Department of Youth and Sport, thank them, Battlefield, of course, Soul Food.
And it's a great celebration of netball as the teams cheer on each other and have salutations after the game. Danielle, how you doing, darling? You did really, really well. Well, Danielle. It's great to watch you.
Today, how do you feel the play went for you and where the strengths were in your team?
The strengths were definitely feeding the circle. The goalkeeper, she has good spring on her, so I definitely have to hold far away from the edge of the circle. So that was working for us when they fed right from the center there, so that was working well.
Right. We saw them putting a lot of pressure on you throughout the whole game, and they were pushing very hard from either end, defense and offense. And we see you guys getting a lot of shots in, a lot of passes coming into you, and you're catching a good few passes. How do you feel you could improve for a next game through your passing?
Through the passing, I would say definitely taking our time and trying to recognize the space earlier so that we could get a good feeling to the circle.
Okay, so what was going through your head for the most part of the game?
Feed me, feed me.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so you had a good game today, very strong. We saw you catching a lot of shots coming in and making a lot of finishes between there. How do you feel the game went for you and your team today?
I think we started off very strong, but we kind of let up a little bit in the second half. I think a little bit of tiredness, a little bit of heat, but I think Bermuda came on really strong in the second half. They picked up their intensity and their aggressiveness, and we just have to adjust our game a little bit to that and just rework our system a little bit. We'll figure it out in practice tomorrow morning.
So the initial score, where you got your initial start and got a good lead on them, helped you throughout the game as you all got tired?
Yeah, I think the fact that we were able to push the score a little bit in the first half definitely was good. I think that our goal was to try and push the score even more in the second half, but sometimes a little bit of lack of intensity happens and start making some mistakes, and we let it catch up with us instead of just stopping it and refocusing. So hopefully we'll be able to adjust for that for tomorrow.
That sounds good. We saw you take a big fall halfway through there. Did that affect your game?
No, it happens.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And they're adjusting to the intensity of the match. Are those elbows free, or do you give them? Is that part of coming to Bermuda?
I think I give back what I'm getting. So I think that's where the elbows came from.
I think you guys really changed and adapted well to the intensity as the game went on. How that game closed, how does that make you feel on such a good run as a team going into the next game?
It made me feel good. I think myself and my keeper, we were able to work out a few kinks. And so hopefully right at the start of tomorrow's game, we can kick right in with those adjustments.
Now, Marissa, you have a basketball history as well?
Yes, I played basketball. I played for Bermuda in the Island Games on 3 occasions. So I played basketball since high school, and like I said, I was the captain for the Island Games basketball Warriors as well.
And now, what's the biggest challenge from you coming from netball to basketball?
From netball to basketball, I think while basketball obviously is a lot more contact, it's a little bit more physical, and the spacing is not really used in basketball. It's usually direct passes, so I think that was my biggest adjustment, flip-flopping between the two.
Now, I don't want to go back to the footage, but a lot of Canada players touched the tarmac today.
We didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, we didn't want to come out here and just be, throwing them on the ground. I think it's just the intensity of the match, feet getting caught up, but nothing was intentional. And we come in, Canada, they're good, they're a tough team, and hopefully tomorrow we can get to be in.
Fantastic. Well, we wish you good luck at a good night's rest, and I think you guys did very well today. It was excellent to see you guys play right to the last whistle, and the whole of Bermuda, Channel 82 Sports Now, we really thank you for your efforts, and we thank you for what you're doing for Bermuda, bringing netball, some new energy into netball.
Yes. Thank you, Bermuda, for all your support. Thank you to you guys for covering it. I think this is the first step, or some steps into making our sport the #1 sport for females going forward. Yeah.
Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you. And see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Doing today, madam?
Great, thanks.
How do you feel the game went for your team, and how the planning and the preparation went into this event?
Everything went off just as I expected, right on time. Our volunteers all came out. We expected about 30 volunteers today. They all came out full support to help this event come off in a perfect manner. I mean, we made a few errors here and there, but we fixed. We know we'll be ready for next time. We're quite happy about how the team played today. They played their best. Canada did come out a little harder than we expected. Watching them play the under-21s, they were a little softer, I guess, on the under-21s, holding out on us. But now we know what we're in for tomorrow, and hopefully it all works well.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.